everyone, and welcome to this week's set of key content videos. This week I'm going to be guiding you through some of the ways in which you might approach your small group seminar facilitation assignment. Now, I think it's really important to say that this is an assignment where you can really explore your creativity and bring your own personalities and characters to bear in what you do. So please take everything I'm going to say as guidance and as some advice to support you through the assignment, as opposed to rules that are written in stone that you have to do. In this first video, we're going to explore the topic side of things. I hope you find the video useful. First of all, I've suggested that you can focus on either a brand or an issue. This is in order to give you as much choice as possible. What I mean by an issue here is something like an area that people have campaigned on, the environment say, and varying foci of environmental campaigns. And brand can be flexibly interpreted too. Charities are arguably brands, as are political parties, for example. You're all expert semioticians now, so you don't need me to advise you on how to analyse your brands or adverts once you've chosen them, but a few thoughts on how to begin to think about what you might focus on in the first place. You could think about how the communication of a brand or issue has changed or developed over time. Take Guinness, for example. Whilst my main focus on what I say here will be the change over time, it actually speaks as well to the other options I gave you, to think about advertising across cultures or before and after a significant rebrand. So it may be that what you choose to focus on will involve more than one of those options, and that's absolutely fine. When I was young, Guinness was considered to be an old man's drink. It conjured up images of wee old men in spit and sawdust pubs with their pint of Guinness and their wee whiskey. Young people were rarely seen drinking it, though I always liked it, always one for bucking a trend. To begin with, Guinness advertising focused on health. It was presented as a tonic. Then it shifted to focusing on work and labour, the working man deserving a good, refreshing pint of Guinness at the end of his day. And yes, it was always his day at that point. Bizarre really, because when the focus was on the tonic, there was quite a lot of focus on women taking it medicinally. Then around the 90s and noughties, the focus changed, probably to try to appeal to a different, broader demographic. Instead of a focus on the product or a character drinking the product, the focus shifted to an abstract or symbolic one of lifestyle and outlook. Patience, waiting for the good stuff, and so on. And we saw younger people of both genders in the adverts. The geography of the demographic shifted around this time too. To begin with, it was all about the Irish. It was a very Irish drink. Kind of obvious, but there you go. But at this time it shifted and we saw characters and voiceovers in the ads from all over the world. It was becoming a brand with a global identity. It's fascinating to see that even more recently, the focus has come back to Irishness again. But it's Irishness not in the sense of it being a drink for Irish people, but in the sense of it being a drink for people with an Irish outlook. Which is a bit of a stereotype, of course, but things like being focused on family, on community and on the crack. So there's lots to say about Guinness in terms of changing semiotic choices, what connotations and ideologies these give rise to, and how they're communicated in terms of address and relation to other texts. The same can be said of so many other brands and issues. So have fun with it. Well everyone, I hope you found that quick wander through how you might approach topic and the particular application to Guinness as an example of how you might approach it useful for your own thinking on which topics you might choose to explore. I do hope that you've picked up from this video, the first part of it anyway, that there's really a lot of diversity and variety in the types of topics that you can choose, and you can really think quite outside the box with this. So please feel free to do whatever you like, provided it is something to do with branding and changing branding. And of course, if you're in any doubt, just run it by me. Bye for now.